Hi everybody, welcome to the show. We're just about to get started.
Time to get zesty again.
Let's get zesty. Let's hit record. Now our show has officially begun for Mixcloud. And then we go live on the air.
And we can put this down.
Okay, for now.
Yeah, for now. Well, you've got about almost not even a minute.
Okay, not even a minute. Got it.
Yeah, I think so. Well, it's 6 o'clock.
It's 6 o'clock right now?
Yep. Okay.
Gotta wait.
That one, start streaming and recording. What's going on? Right.
Got to keep the mics down. I don't think this is perfect. Good. What's happening?
And now it's time for the news on Barcelona City FM.
Put it down. We're recording live.
Yeah, it's a go for news, then
Yeah,
no
let's
one
do
can
it.
get upset. That's good. Muy bien. Have you started recording? Okay, that's fine. We started doing this. That's perfect. Great.
Good, then just the weather right after.
Just the weather. And then everything's hunky-dory.
Perfect.
Hunky-dory on Facebook Live! Woo!
Okay, that's for a minute. Something, I don't know, something I got confused when you said something. I was like, I don't know what it was. There was like,
Start streaming and recording. That's what I said.
yeah, I think it was that I needed to be focusing on playing the news the very first thing.
But we said you're gonna welcome them, then play the music.
No, news and then weather, then welcome. The news. Yeah. No. No. Okay. Still too loud for me in the earphones. The news is happening now. And now the weather.
Speaking of the weather, I'm glad it rained last night, this morning.
That was
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Changed
Fresh
everything.
breeze, and you were able to sleep at night.
I woke up and I was actually cold.
Really?
The fan, I had to turn the fan off. I was like, oh, it's the first time in a while. 18 seconds, then we're coming up. Welcome to Zest for Life Barcelona. Hi, Vesna.
Welcome, guys, to Zest for Life Barcelona. Hi, Matthew. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. We've got an action-packed show all about aging and our relationship with aging, which we're going to get to just after our first little ditty. What else? Anything else? How are you feeling? Are you still connected with what's going on with that? Do you know what else you need to say to
Yeah, I am, and I'm just always disturbed when he looks in the studio. You know, it's just like something.
Okay. All right, good.
No, I'm good.
Oh, I have to share. Oh, so I can't share. That's why I need my computer to share the.
Sure, no. Yeah, and so then it flows.
Okay. This is a 6-minute song, so we've got some time. All right, guys, we're just doing a last minute couple of things, and then we'll be with you. My computer's about to die. Carolina, do you see a plug over there, like to plug the computer in? Do you see anything over on the wall to?
Here.
You do? Okay. I'm gonna give you this. Oh. Can I give you that to plug it? I'm gonna plug this, when I'm finished with it, I'm gonna plug it in over there. I just have to do one thing and then I need to. Super slow loading right now. Have you shared it to Zest for Life Barcelona?
You want it here or you want it?
Yeah, if it's, can it reach? Will it reach? I don't know. I just want to focus on sharing this thing. Yeah. If not, I'm just going to give you the computer because I don't really need it. I just want to share this thing for now. I want to share as me. Share now.
Check the time.
Yeah, we're playing with myself a few minutes. Yeah, thank you. Somehow Jim reshared our live stream on Barcelona City FM.
I did it.
Oh, you did it?
What do you mean, like?
Like, it's already on Barcelona City FM, so it doesn't have to go on.
Ah,
to-
no.
No, I think Jim did it. I'm doing it on the Well World and on my personal accounts. Hi, everybody. Sorry we're not interacting with you.
Are you sharing it
Huh?
also on
Oh, you can
Facebook?
share.
No, I can share it, but are you sharing on Facebook? Because
Yeah.
it doesn't
Yeah.
appear
On
to
Barcelona
me.
City FM,
Yeah,
and it should be
Barcelona
on.
City
Should
FM.
be also on her personal thing now.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's already on. I see it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So what's our first conversation in the business?
That's been good.
You're gonna ask, huh? Perfect. Perfect. Hi guys on Facebook. Sorry, we had a lot of things as usual. Different
You
set
don't
of
need to
things.
apologize.
No?
It's only been 3 minutes.
Oh, you love us anyway. Nice. I'm looking for comments on my smoothly shaven face. If anyone wants to comment on that, they can do that. I welcome your love. Can you remind me the next song after Raining Again is what?
Here comes the
Here
rain
comes the rain.
again.
Exactly. Because I was in that mood. I was like, oh, finally the rain is here. Thank God. Oh.
And then you have another one, Rain to Me.
Oh, rain to me.
No, I'm just joking.
Oh, come on.
Just say to me.
Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. I'm fragile.
You are fragile.
Oh, yeah, we're both
I'm
fragile.
gonna break something.
Don't do it. Don't wait till after the show. Bess is gonna break something.
It's the moon. It's
Yeah.
the cycle. No, seriously.
No, again? But I thought we just.
No,
oh, no.
mine. No.
I was like, what? A
I
cycle?
don't even know when my cycle is.
Oh, yeah, because it was recently.
Yeah,
I'm like, it
something
can't
that
be.
is shared publicly.
Ah, you said it last
The
time.
moon's. Oh, well,
the
yeah.
moon, it's a new
the-
moon, yes.
yeah, the new
She's
moon,
right. There's a
yeah.
new moon right now. That is true.
It's
That's-
everyone. I think is going a bit crazy.
I think that's true. I think that's right.
You know, So I was just reading about it. There will be like meteor showers.
I like it. I like a meteor shower.
Why do you
they're
act
beautiful.
like I'm talking about some hot
No,
guy?
because they're beautiful. I love meteor showers.
You love being showered.
Wow, that's different. Jeez, what is it? It gets every week. It gets like I don't know what is happening. There's like a undercurrent of sexuality, but there can't be because there's not going to be. But okay, wait 8 seconds. 8 seconds.
No, I just love.
And Zest for Life with Barcelona. Welcome back with Vesta and Matthew.
It's already getting hot in
It
here.
really
and
got
zesty.
pretty warm and zesty in the studio. I wish you guys were here with us sometimes. But you can watch us on Facebook Live if you're not watching on Facebook Live if you want to see what's going on behind the scenes.
By the way, we don't do anything dirty. We just
No.
talk dirty
We're
from
just
time to time.
exactly. It's all talk. It's no action. Well, here we are.
Welcome. What's new and good
Well,
with you?
I got to tell you, here's what's new and good, right? First thing, I got a fresh shave today, and I was late. I was a little bit late to the studio, probably freaking. I don't know if I freaked you out, but I
You
was.
need to show me your dirty little secrets. I want to shine like that.
So I was in. I don't even know the name of this neighborhood. It's near Gracia, but it's not exactly Gracia. There's a big park and a rotunda, like a plaza there. I can't remember exactly the name of it.
Oh, there's lots of plazas.
Well, anyway, I was at La Barberia de Calvet, and
La Barberia de Calvet.
I was taken care of really beautifully by, and I don't remember his name, and I apologize to you if you're listening, because I told him to listen. If you are listening, I apologize. And I also want people to know that normally, and always...
The no-name guy.
The no-name guy. He was fantastic. He was really great. He was like a fantastic, took care of me really nicely. I felt really pampered. It was part of my self-care this week. But normally I get my shave done at Wit Salon and Barber. That's where I usually go. Like the Wit, that's my brand that I trust and I love. But I was in this neighborhood and I said I haven't had my self care this week, and I'm going to get myself shaved, my face shaved. And so I went and did it, and then I was a little bit late. So that's what happened. That's why.
Yeah, that was quite unusual considering that you want to be 2 hours up.
I'm usually
Upfront?
very punctual.
Yeah.
So I really took care of my self-care, and also I spent time in that park, and I really just enjoyed myself. It was a beautiful park, a new park that I hadn't been to in Barcelona. So that's what's new and good for me.
Very.
That's what's new and good for you. That's not.
I feel irritated.
I see. I don't know if that's new and good. I'm not sure that's a new and good.
Why?
Let's
Actually,
find.
can be
Okay,
good.
okay, what's good about it?
Come on, it's
Tell
a
me.
health coach's jobs, you know, like when you feel irritated, you don't act on it, you observe it, and you ask yourself why.
Beautifully
Where is it
said.
coming
And
from?
very good. So it's not bad for you that you're irritated.
No.
That's perfect.
No, it's
I
okay
love it.
to shoot bullets from time to time.
Fantastic.
You know, you need to get it out of your system, guys, right? You know?
Listen, what's new and good is the first time Vesna has said on the air that she's irritated.
Yes,
So
because
there we
I'm a
go.
human. Just because I'm a health coach doesn't mean I keep it all together all the F time.
We have time. We're keeping it real here in the studio for
Very
Zest for
real.
Life.
Very real.
I got anything else new and good?
Well, I had a really nice business conversation yesterday with one person,
How
so
intriguing.
it's too early to say anything,
course.
so there might be some form of a nice, grounded, trustworthy collaboration, which I will be looking forward to if that happens.
I'm big into as I think I said last week or a couple of weeks ago, I'm into the collaborations right now. It's really nice to have people to collaborate with, such as yourself.
Oh, how lovely. I feel so flattered.
And that's what's called an acknowledgement, folks, for the radio audience.
Well, I acknowledge you for being so good about yourself, you know,
Thank
looking
you.
at yourself today.
Thank you, really
Looking
good.
all nice and sharp.
Yeah, taking care of my mom would be really, if she's watching, she's going to be really proud. 'Cause
Mom,
yeah, because I did my
I
sizzle
have an
video.
influence on him.
We do our sizzle video a few hours before on Facebook Live and Instagram, and I was looking at it like, oh I've got the beard. If my mom sees me on Facebook, she's not going to be happy. So I did this.
Really?
Yeah. She
Why
just,
do mummies always like it nice, shaved and clean, you know?
Just-
And every woman and girl wants a bit of beard.
because they had you and you did not have any hair on your face. I think that's what it is. I mean, that must be I don't really understand it,
It's
but
nice to be a bit dirty.
that is what she wants, and so we gave it to mom.
Okay, mummy.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the hair as well. What?
Hold
Oh,
on.
it's just yeah.
Yes, okay.
So sometimes when we put these on, then our hair goes weird. Sorry, guys. We just got finished talking about how nice we look. Ridiculous. Okay, what's next? I'm
What's
leading
next?
something. I'm
How
leading
old
something.
am I, for
Oh,
fuck's sake?
we're gonna get into
I'm
your
too old.
age. I'm gonna ask you about your age, how you feel about it.
Oh, I'm gonna be so honest.
Good. Like, I'm curious. Well, I'm gonna ask you. I'll ask you here. I won't say no. It's better. It's when it's live. Hi, Carol. You like it?
You can lower down a bit this on the
Yes.
speakers so you don't have copyright thing going on YouTube.
So what happens, guys, sometimes for you as well, when we play the music too loud in our headset, sometimes YouTube can hear it and then they like block our content. Hey.
And Jim is back again.
Jim's back. What's up?
Hi, Jim.
He's got the phone in case people call in.
Wave, Jim.
If you want to WhatsApp the studio, you can WhatsApp Matthew and Vesna right now on the 692250900 number.
You can
All
send
right, Jim, now you
questions.
can go.
Oh, she wants him out. She wants him out. He wants to bring you the keys.
Yes,
Thank you
I've
very
got the
much.
keys, baby.
Thank you. So maybe, Carolina, maybe keep an eye on the phone as well if WhatsApp messages come in case,
Okay.
yeah. So we have a
He
WhatsApp
just
number.
loves to delegate stuff.
Yeah, well, I can't do it all. I have to get here.
I can do it.
And what is the number on the back of the phone so I can read it out to the... It's 682-250... Oh, 692...
Speaking of aging.
250-900 to WhatsApp. If you're in Europe or if you're in the States and you're using WhatsApp, you can WhatsApp us comments, questions, concerns. Yeah.
So, the next step for you is that you go and check your eyesight.
Okay. Well, I do want to check my eyesight. But they don't cover it on, like, if I don't know what happens
We
here.
don't cover here with the insurance.
No, so it's not-
separate.
I've got to do it separately.
Yeah. But I think it's for free if you just check your eyesight.
Well, that's all right.
You can go to any optician,
Okay,
you
now-
know, private opticians.
I think it's the lighting in here, but I also I got my sight checked like 2 or 3 years ago in London, so I don't.
3 years ago.
That's a long time, huh? That's a long.
Every day you
All right.
stay in front
Speaking of aging, I will get my eyes checked. I'm promising before. Let's see, before I go to the States, I'll promise you.
Okay.
That's a commitment I'm making. So we're gonna
Remember this,
show you guys integrity. Like I'm saying, I'm gonna get my eyes checked before I go to the States, and it's happening. I'm promising all of you that are watching. Okay, we got 1 minute left on this song. And I mentioned these guys, so that's done. Our picture's staying there, it's working.
See, the one that we shared,
Yeah.
470 people reached already.
Already, well, isn't that nice?
Yeah,
We're reaching many of you.
131 views, and the one that Jim shared
An
has
additional amount.
71 people reached. But I'd rather keep just one.
Yeah, it's better in the
you
future
know.
to have only one. I agree. 30 seconds. After raining...
There he is again,
What?
Cedric,
Cedric, mama!
Pantera Negra,
Mamacita.
Chiquita. Hello.
Okay, so after raining again on the Eurythmics, what's the one after that, the song? Just so I know.
It was after Eurythmics, Say To Me. So after here,
Welcome back, guys. I guess I'm on a little bit of a Moby kick, because I think 2 weeks ago when I was on the boards, I also played a little bit of Moby, didn't I? Didn't I, Vesna?
yes, you did.
Yes. Zest for Life Barcelona, we are back, and guess what we're about to get into?
And well, first of all, Matthew needs to check his eyesight.
So I promised the Facebook Live audience that before I go to the States on the 22nd of August, I am going to get my eyes checked here in Barcelona. So I will do that, and I promise to do that, and we're going to demonstrate
And I'm
what
going to keep him accountable.
This is really important for coaching. There's integrity. So my integrity would be that I do what I said I was going to do, and then accountability is Vesna lovingly, gently holding me to account about what I said.
Let's try.
Let's
see. With the irritable behavior, state of mind
Well,
I'm
we're
today,
gonna-
I'm going to try to be soft.
Okay, good. Now, does the irritability have anything to do with the aging process for you, or no?
No,
Okay, got it.
no.
And when's the first time you started thinking about the fact that you were getting older? I don't know, like, if you ever, like, when you were a girl, did you think about it? Or when did you start thinking?
Never.
You didn't? You
I
still
never
haven't?
started thinking until probably, maybe it started slowly creeping in 2 years ago.
Okay, got it. And what were the first thoughts that came in?
Well, kind of the realization that you're in your 30s.
Mm-hmm.
And like when I turned 30,
Mm-hmm.
I felt good with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were, like, happy with where you were in your life?
Yeah, like something was already changing, you know, and I think the more time passes, the more things do tend to change.
Mm-hmm.
33 was quite,
The double three.
yeah, not critical, but like critical in terms of like personal transformation, and you start to see things differently. You start to, you know, there's more wisdom that comes with it, you know, and like you think that you knew it all in your 20s, but then like when you look back, you think, what the fuck was I thinking? You know, what was I doing?
I kind of think about it like the 20s were like I was figuring myself out, and then in my 30s I was figuring out how I want to contribute to the world, how I want to be in the
to
world.
project yourself out
Exactly.
there. And
Yeah.
I think this is where I am. I'm 34 now. I turned 34 in June.
Mm-hmm.
And there are moments when there is you know, an element of panic, of maybe uncertainty, because we all want to know where we go
Yeah.
from here, what we do.
So like the unknown is the thing.
Yeah, the unknown, but I guess, you know, I manage it with holistic practices, you know, and trying
Like what?
to, well, with meditation or, you know,
Yes.
like always, it's very easy for me to catch myself when like the patterns of thinking.
Sure.
I'm very, I think I'm very good observant of my own
Okay,
mind.
good.
So I'm easy to catch, you know, when I think of that, you know.
And then what
just
do you
like,
say to yourself when you catch it? What do you say to yourself?
You
What?
have no control of anything
Oh, that's a good one. I use that one too.
apart from your own thoughts and your own emotions, and you can choose to live in the future, or you can choose to live in the now,
Yes.
because nothing is guaranteed in life.
Yes. And in fact, we are all going to get old. Like I even said that in the sizzle.
And the only constant thing is change.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not like, in terms of the age, there was only the past 2 years I feel like I've aged more than I have ever. Although I don't feel like I look for my age, I feel like I look younger.
Are you going to reveal your age today or no? I don't know. If
It's
you're-
my 30. I'm 34.
Okay, so you're saying you're 34, and I say you look. I'm going to say no more than 30. I would even go a little bit like maybe 29.
That's awesome. Well,
Yeah.
I hear quite often between 27 and 30.
Okay, good.
So
I'm
it's
right- I'm
nice.
right in there.
But what it was is like in the past 2 years, I
Mhm.
think there was higher amounts of stress that I was
Mm.
experiencing in my life, and I definitely felt a change in my face, you know, like the facial expressions,
The
and
expressions or the lines? What happened?
or sometimes the lines, like they're more visible. You know, it's amazing how much stress, you know, can have an effect on your body and your
Yes,
look. Yeah.
for sure. I think
Yeah.
that's true. And some people it really manifests like in the hair can get thinner, like
Yeah.
women, men, like it, or it's not as healthy.
Yeah.
There's different ways it can manifest.
Well, it happened to me in 2012 when I did lost a little bit of hair, not massive, but just a little
Mhm.
parts, you know,
Mhm,
where you
mhm.
see that the hair is falling off much
Yeah.
quicker. I wasn't massively concerned about it,
Yeah.
and of course I took precautions, you know,
Mhm.
in the natural healing way, you
Sure.
know, like taking more biotin and
Mhm.
obviously, you know, being conscious about what you eat,
Great.
as I've always had.
Yeah.
But
But at the source of it is that stress. It's like it is that, like in other words.
yeah, I don't believe that the age itself it's
Yeah.
to do anything to do with aging.
Very little. I think
You
so.
know, I believe that it's to do with the belief system that we
Yeah.
hold in our minds.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's one thing growing older.
Mhm.
It's another thing aging.
That's a great distinction. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I practiced yoga, and we'll talk more but I practiced with Patabi Joyce, who's the creator of Ashtanga Yoga, and before he died, and he was 90, I think, at that
Mhm.
time, but his body wasn't that. It's like his mental state was much younger than that.
Of course,
Yeah.
and we'll talk about that a bit later as well.
Indeed we will.
I have a
Indeed
lot
we will.
to say.
Indeed we will.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Okay, what's the next song after the?
There's a lot to say about aging.
There's so
you
I
know,
could really
like-
talk about this for a
yeah,
long time. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, me too. So Zest for Life. Is it Say to Me? Is that the next one?
I told, yes,
Yeah.
Say to Me.
Okay, perfect.
VHTKD, I don't know who's this.
Okay. So we have, just so you guys know, on the Facebook Live, I want everyone to see. Well, we have one of my interns, Carolina, is here. She's managing the Facebook interaction, and she's behind. So every time I go and talk to the Facebook
don't
Live,
think that it's a ghost.
like-
there is a person.
there is also someone back there.
I'm ready.
She's behind the scenes and she's very red. If she
Yeah.
comes back into the studio again, we are going to show her. I'm just letting you know. This time we're going to give you a free pass.
Probably she wouldn't come back then. You just told her.
Well, I'm just letting you know. I'm letting you know. Wow. So anyway, we're happy to have Caroline here. And there's Mama saying something to me again.
Hi, Mama.
Don't be WhatsApping me. Do it on the Facebook Live, Mama. He's back to haunt us. Because we didn't do last week. It was the week before,
Yeah,
right?
Cedric.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He's haunting us.
So I did the weather, the news and the weather, and then at the bottom of the hour I'm supposed to do...
Yeah.
So we'll come back, we'll go talk, and then we'll break for the ad, I guess. Is it an ad? No, it's a
No,
promo.
we're not gonna break.
So we'll do it,
Yeah.
we'll
How long
finish...
there is for the music?
This is another 3 minutes.
So it's already 6:25.
So just
do
do
the
the
ad,
promo and we
do
come
the
in.
promo, and
Okay.
then we get in.
Perfect. Very good. Commercial house event. So we're gonna do a promo for the people here in Barcelona. They're gonna get to hear about this thing at Garage. There's a bar club which is happening this Friday. So if you're in Barcelona and you want to hear this promo, go to Barcelona City FM to hear the promo. Otherwise, you're not going to hear it here on Facebook Live. Yeah, that's it. I love this song.
What's this? No, but this is if you're right. So you're leading, and then
No, next one you're leaving, right?
I'm leading,
Oh, yeah.
and then you're leading. So you will tell about your daily practices.
This is me saying to you, how do you age your gracefully with sustainable nutrition? This is me. doing
Okay.
it. No,
Okay.
But that's
Yeah.
that's two.
Yeah. I've got so much to say.
I know.
No,
Well,
just-
we might have another show about this. We'll see how much interest there is. We're gonna see how much if you guys like this conversation, like it,
If
comment.
you don't want to go old,
Yeah.
then just get in touch and Zest Live. Simple as that.
we found that we know how to actually keep people young, and that's
Exactly.
and it's
We've
amazing.
got the secret to youth, baby.
Yes. The book is called The Secret to Conscious Living, but together
Oh,
we.
come on.
I'm just saying, I wrote a book called The Secret to Conscious Living, but we also have The Secret to Youth. No, it's not true. Actually, I mean, we have some secret because we look pretty good for our age, but we don't have there's no fountain of youth.
It must
de
be
Leon.
your book, Matthew.
There was the guy. Who was that guy? Ponce de Leon. He found the fountain of. It was supposed to be the fountain of youth. He was a Spanish guy that went to Central America. There's a story in the States about this guy from Spain that came to, and he found the fountain of youth. Ponce de Leon.
So where is the fountain?
I don't know where it is.
You still haven't found it?
He found it and then he didn't tell anybody.
Damn it, Matthew!
Sorry.
You know, we can't talk about
I
this
don't know.
topic here.
My American friends. Do you remember we learned about Ponce de Leon? I remember this in like 6th grade. I don't
Ponce
know.
de Leon.
Ponce de Leon. I don't even know what it means. Like something of the line. I don't know. Okay, we got 1 minute left. I'm getting warm. Can I put the air on?
Yeah, because you're talking too much.
Yeah, I don't know. I got a lot of energy today. Woo! Look out. I'm on fire. I got the beard shaved and something happened.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. The energy flowed.
Yeah.
Something else could have happened.
Maybe it's Jim.
No, I don't know. There could actually be. I'm not going to say on air what it could be. It could be something else. Anyway. So yes, thank you. Thank you. Okay, we got 30 seconds. And after talk to me or say to me is what's the next song?
Cedric, don't send us private messages on Barcelona City FM because they're not private. The whole team has them. Just send a message.
Do it on my Facebook page, my own Matthew
You know, in the comments.
10 seconds. And welcome back, Zest for Life Barcelona. We did have 2 songs there in a row about the rain. That was Raining Again. I think is it called Raining Again, Eurythmics? That's from my childhood.
Yeah, I think we're just desperate about, having some fresh air in the midst of this humidity
Yeah.
in Barcelona, because like August has been unbearable. You're literally like taking 3-4 cold showers a day and you
Exactly.
still sweat and you're still sticky.
Exactly. And I was putting together the playlist last night, and it was like, did it rain last night? I don't know. Anyway, I knew the rain was coming, or the rain had just come, so then I was inspired to pick all these songs. The Moby song and this one were both about rain. Anyway,
how old are you?
we're back. Let's get right into it.
Bam!
So, I am 42 years old.
Woohoo!
Let's hear a round of applause.
Baby!
Round of applause. Yeah.
Look at that young boy
That's
in front of me.
Especially with the shaved beard, I think that helps me.
I'm
She
afraid
feels she
even-
wants to
I'm
touch.
afraid even to touch
She
you.
wants to maybe touch. She just touched my face. If you're listening on the radio, she just touched my face. I am 42, and yeah, I think that's true. That's the truth. Anything else you want to know?
So,
Oh,
how how does it feel to be 42?
I feel really good. Although I would say, so there, when you were talking before, it reminded me, there's a couple of things for me. There's like the getting older and like realizing are there still things that I want to do in my life? That's one part of aging, and then this other part is like there's a physicality to it. There does start to be some things that don't work the same as they did before. So I've noticed both of those things, and I think I can say with almost with certainty that I like there's not a lot of times that I can see that I wanted to do something that I didn't at least try. So in that way, I think that gives me an energy of youth on that level, on the mental level, on the emotional level. And then physically, yoga has been a really big part of my life for 17 years. So I think that's something that helps to keep me looking younger as well.
But have you ever had, or do you still have any concerns about your age?
So, yeah, it's a good question. Do I have any concerns about my age? I've never, like every year when it's my birthday, I'm always looking back like, oh, that was a great year. So I don't think I have concerns about it. I think in the soup of in my family, there's I can remember being young, and Mom, don't take this the wrong way, but like she really was like, my mother's beautiful. And so I think there was a focus on physicality, maintaining a youthful appearance. So that's in the background, but I don't think about it too much. Like I guess maybe it's just in my programming, but I'm not really thinking about it. So yeah.
Okay, so let me rephrase that question. In terms of being concerned about your age, in terms of the way you look, do you feel like you're getting, looking older? Are you worried, concerned about wrinkles?
I don't have too many wrinkles, but I've got the gray hairs are beginning. Those are in my hair.
And how does that feel for you?
Well, I don't love it, but I'm not going to dye my hair. Like that's not going to happen. So I'll either allow it to be salt and pepper. Do you say sal and pimienta in Espanol? I don't know. I'm asking Carolina. Do you say sal and pimienta for the hair or no? You could.
I don't know.
Not really. Maybe I don't think it's said in Spanish. But so we say salt and pepper hair in English. So I'll either do that.
Call it spicy.
Spicy. Spicy pelo. Or I'm going to just like shave my head. So yes, it impacts me. Like I think about it, but it's not like, oh no, like this is the end of my life. It's more like, okay, I'm 42. I should have probably some gray hair at this point.
So you're growing older and you're not aging.
Yeah, thank you. I love this. Is a really good distinction that Vesna talked about. This, I think, that's because you have no choice. We are going around the sun once per year, and there's another year, and their age is increasing. But you do have the choice with, is your thinking getting more restricted? Are you no longer taking risks? Are you, making yourself smaller? And those things I'm not doing.
Well, the thinking has been restricted since you've been born.
Well, that's also
because
true.
it's the way how we live with these type of social beliefs.
Yes.
Especially for women.
Yeah.
Especially for women, like if you don't find, the love of your life by the age of 30 or 35, then you're getting older, and then the chances of having a baby, it's much difficult because your eggs are not fertile, and then you're gonna have to use all these technological, doctors and medical supports to be able to give a birth, and then like when you're 40 everything starts to go downhill.
Ooh, droopy.
In your 50 you're starting developing chronic diseases, and then in your 60 your life is over. But isn't this the pattern that many people follow?
And that's why in the next segment I really want to ask Vesna about nutritional things that we can do to slow that part down.
Yeah, but first turn the aircon off and get some music on.
All right, love it. Good stuff. Okay, so now what's the next one after this one, song-wise?
Forget Patrick Topping.
Forget Patrick Topping.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Cool. Hope you guys are enjoying. Oh, such wait. Last time I stopped.
It's okay. It goes up.
It doesn't. It's like it's staying there. Like it's not.
Yeah, but they can't see it.
I know, but I want to see myself in the video. Let's see.
Just tell him to stop messaging you.
Now it's my sister, actually. Now there's a bunch of messenger apps. Anyway, so if you guys are enjoying the talk about getting older, you have comments, thoughts, questions, let us know. Just type it in there below the live feed, and we will let you know what we think. I think think I picked some good music this week.
Yeah,
I
you have.
like some
Yeah,
acknowledgement.
you have.
That's a request. It's called a request for acknowledgement. So sometimes you can acknowledge someone without, just because, and then sometimes you feel you want to be acknowledged. And in this one, because Vesna usually
I
plays
just
such great.
felt it.
Yeah, Vesna. I think she has a good ear for music, and she's played great music on her the times when she's on the decks. And this time, I thought I did a pretty good job. So I request acknowledgement. I don't know when I'm going to stop talking. It's hopefully at some point. How come I don't hear? Oh, whenever that happens, there's points when the music goes quiet and it's like.
Matthew, get a water.
Okay.
Seriously,
Okay.
your mouth is going dry.
Okay.
So this guy today.
I don't know what happened. I think also I haven't eaten very much. Maybe that's part of it. I'm very light, like I haven't eaten anything grounding.
So why you haven't eaten?
I don't know, I was doing other things and I forgot to eat a full meal.
Could be.
Yeah, could be that. Actually, could be that. Who's leading the next conversation?
It's you.
Me. And what am I saying? I'm asking you about growing older and nutrition.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Zest for Life Barcelona, welcome back.
Hi guys.
So we want to start getting into this world of getting older, and because Vesna has a lot of special knowledge about nutritional aspects of how you can slow down the aging process. So we wanted to ask Vesna, what are the primary things that you do to slow down the aging process, the physical aging process?
Right. So, first of all, I want to point out again what I said before.
Yes.
That we touch base that it's to do with state of mind. So we are born and raised in a society where we follow a pattern of belief of that at a certain age things start to decrease, and like I said before, in your 30s, you start to go old, in your 40s, like it's already going all downhill, 50s,
can't have babies
diseases,
anymore.
yeah. 60s, your life is over, like you're a pensioner, you're old, And quite often what happens is that people also create this behavioral pattern of using the age as an excuse.
Sure.
I've gone old, so that's why I'm sick, or I'm not capable of training, or I'm not capable of this. Well, none of that is true. I personally don't believe, because it's a lot to do with physical activity. Okay, if you don't move your ass, no matter what age you are, okay, you will feel old.
Oh.
That's the truth, because in your 20s, you start aging, if that is the case, because in your 20s, when people get off of college and they start working, they start spending time sitting on a 9-to-5 job, and they don't work. Okay?
Work out.
They don't work out.
Yeah.
Sorry, they don't work out. So when they don't work out, you're okay in your 20s. That's fine.
Yeah.
But eventually, with time, that muscle that you had, you might not change your weight, but that muscle that you had before, if you don't train it enough, it's going to turn into fat.
Yes.
And then, you get all this around your waist, especially for women, the belly and the sides. And they're like, oh, well, it's getting older and it's harder, it's not like it used to be when we were used to young.
Which is, there's a truth to that in some way, right?
Move your ass.
Yeah.
Because it's to do with, as well, with gravity and weightlessness. I tell you something, because I was researching something on this topic a long time ago, that there was about the astronauts when they go into space.
And they're weightless.
Yeah, and they're weightless. When they're out of space, they are actually aging much faster.
When they're when they're floating around.
Yeah, because there's no gravity, there's no weight, they're weightless. Okay, so that's exactly what happens when you sit on a chair for such a long time. you know, weightlessness.
Like you're not feeling gravity in the way that you would if you were.
Exactly, you're not moving, you're not doing anything with your body. You know, so quite often these guys, when they come back.
Oh, I see what you're saying, because they're floating around in space, they're not exercising.
Exactly,
Okay,
and when they come back, you know, but they age much faster while they're there. When they, you know, and when they come back, they tend to have these signs of, you know, potential osteoporosis or aging and things like that. So, to just keep the story short and get straight to the point, is that you need to be physically active, no matter what age you are.
Clear.
Okay. So that's one of my, yes, Captain.
Capitan.
Yes, that's one of my priorities. First things that, you know, that I've used since I know about myself. I've trained since I was a young girl, and I never stopped. I never stopped training. I was running for 15 years now. I'm doing, you know, like hip training circuits, you know, I do yoga as well.
Sure.
But I always keep myself physically active.
So you're what I'm hearing you say, because I was asking you about nutrition, but you're saying before that the most critical thing is that you are moving, that there's some activity.
Well, if you eat healthy, right, and let's say you're fanatic about it and you're 100% you're pure, whole food, sustainable, organic and everything, but you don't move, you're still going to be to a certain point out of balance. So both they go together.
Got it.
Now, how do we support our physical activity? We support our physical activity with the right eating.
That's what I was going to say, because for me it's like sometimes the energy's not there for the working out, but I want to work out, but if I haven't eaten properly, then I don't have the energy to work out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's important what you eat before and after. You know, I focus a lot on plant-based food, and I believe a lot in the power of the plant-based protein.
Yes,
I don't think that we do need really to eat animal meat, because even the animals, the protein in the animals, it comes from them eating plants.
Yes. That is Vesta's opinion. I have a different one, and yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
You know, so I know that back in the days, in the hunter-gatherer times, you know, we used to hunt, but the animals and the meat that they used to consume then has nothing to do with what we consume now. Okay, and of course it's a part of our biological pattern. You know, like animals hunt other animals and stuff, but it's not necessary. I'm not saying that you have to go for it, or you need to quit.
Sure, I certainly could live without meat.
Exactly. I personally feel lighter, better about myself, my digestion is better, and I use a lot of high antioxidant superfoods. I call them super because, you know, once they enter into your body, they put your body into a higher alkaline state.
Beautiful.
So the more alkaline state your body is in, the more youthful you are, the more energetic you are, the more you shine from the inside out.
Fabulous.
Okay? And also, very important, balanced digestive system, because it's a direct link and it shows on our skin.
Sure, of course. Yeah, we've talked about that in previous shows. Good, really cool. Well, we have like a promo now here in Barcelona I want to tell you guys about an upcoming event, which is not particularly healthy, but we're going to tell you about anyway.
Yes.
The next song after this one
is which one is this?
This should be Forget, so then 8 Easy Steps I think should be next, no?
Yeah, 8 Easy Steps.
Perfect.
Alanis Morissette.
I love this song. It's a funny one because the lyrics are like all about self-improvement. If you listen to the lyrics, that's pretty cool. And I can close this palette, right? I don't need this anymore.
Yeah. I'm leaving again for a while. I think, is that okay?
Yeah, so, yeah, that's fine.
You're okay?
Yeah, I can do it. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. I'm
Why
calling
didn't
it.
you give him the keys?
In his mailbox. You should know that. This one, 5 more minutes, so I might not go all the way to the end. How are we doing on time? We've only got.
43.
Oh, yeah. So how many more? There's just
It's
now,
you now, yoga and meditation. I'm interviewing you.
and then I do what
Absolutely.
we're doing between,
Yeah.
and that's it. Okay, so we're pretty good shape.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, cool.
And we can add other stuff.
Of course. No, I think we're gonna be fine because the songs are pretty long. I think most of the songs are long. So It's fine. No, I think we're doing good. I think we're doing good. What do you guys think on the Facebook Live? I don't know.
I hope you're enjoying the topic.
hope you're enjoying
It's
the
quite a
topic.
big subject. I think everybody is slightly concerned, you know, when they start to see the first lines or wrinkles on their face, and when they start to see their body feeling a little bit fluffy and out of shape. But trust me, everything can be reversed, and it all begins with faith.
Yes. Faith, then good food, then some exercise.
Yeah. Well, motivation, you know, motivation to do all that.
Sometimes you need a coach.
Yes.
Great. All right, cool. We've done the 4 minutes, actually. What was I going to say? No questions, huh?
No.
Okay. No. Cool. You looking too? Oh, now I'm one again. If you want, you can comment with your actual age and what people think you are on below, and we'll see who. Maybe we'll give a prize away to someone who's got the biggest difference between what they actually are and what the people say they are. But don't be cheeky. Don't don't actually tell us the real thing that people tell you. And,
Or send us a picture.
yeah, you can send pictures, not naked because Facebook does not allow this kind of thing, but just some kind of face picture.
You can send. We can private message Matthew if you
Do
want.
not send me naked pictures, please. I don't even know if that's legal. It's certainly not ethical. No, don't do that. Please don't do that.
I like to be cheeky with him.
Yes, she does. She likes to knock me off my game. Knock me off.
How many minutes?
So we've got still 2, and I'm gonna wind it down like at the 1.5 minute mark. If you're watching on Facebook Live, make sure you listen on Mixcloud for the music, because the music's pretty good today. I do say so myself. Ding, 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 ding. So it's this one, right? That's the one.
Phone?
iPad.
Yeah. Cedric is like, dance.
I'm gonna bring it in soon.
I think that you don't read your messages on Facebook. We don't want to read them.
I'm gonna bring it in. I'm gonna bring it in very soon. Such a good tune. I didn't even want to bring it down, but we do want to talk to you a bit more. So we're back with you. Zest for Life, Barcelona. Hi guys.
Hello, welcome back. Well, and soon we're gonna go.
Here we
It's
are.
already 18:47.
It's
6:47.
very quick. Very, very quick this time.
Yeah, Matthew. So in terms of aging gracefully,
Yeah.
you know, what are the benefits? Because you've done yoga
Yeah.
much longer than I have.
Yeah.
You practice meditation probably in a more disciplined way than I have.
Maybe.
So what do you think are the benefits of yoga and meditation?
So 17 years with the yoga. There's a flexibility in my body, which it's a nice. I think what's great about yoga is there's a nice mix between flexibility and strength. If you choose there are many different kinds of yoga. I'll probably get into that in some other time. But you can really there's a palette of it, and there's been different times in my life when when I was transitioning from gym only to yoga. I did a very vigorous kind of yoga, which is called Ashtanga, which was a muscle building
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
And
It is
so,
a hardcore.
you know, but even still, that was giving me some flexibility. So, yeah, I just think it's so versatile in how it can help you. Like it's strengthening, toning, stretching, calming. And,
I think from personal experience, what I find is that because it's very precise technique, you know, and you hold on to poses longer. It's not like this cardio, high intensity that you keep on changing moves. It requires a certain level of concentration, which brings you back to that
the present moment. Yeah, baby.
You know, and with that present moment, you know, like the more you practice, the more you are into that present moment, the less susceptible you are to the outside influences and daily stresses. And back to the stress again, reducing that stress is what causes you to sustain that youth or age, what we say, in a graceful way.
Preach, girl, preach.
I love to preach. I really do. Someone else said to me yesterday.
Oh, you're a preacher.
Well, not preacher in terms of like, it was a friend of mine, and she feels a bit stuck in like, sometimes I've got this.
You're moved by the spirits.
Moved, yeah, and I just want to, just get on it, inspire and stuff, like to move people, and like I really do like moving people.
Perfect.
And she said, you need to get out and talk.
Yeah, that would be good. More public speaking, I could see you doing that.
speaking.
For sure, it makes sense for you, for who you are. I was going to say one other thing about you're welcome. Water, I think, is a big one. Just for skin,
yes.
For me, I drink.
How can I forget?
Like when I first started getting my chiropractic care from Dr. Shannon O'Kelly in New York, who I absolutely love and adore.
Hi, Shannon.
Yeah, she's now in Switzerland. I'll make sure she listens to the broadcast. One of the first things she told me was that you just can't. She's like, you're probably not. She's like, I don't think you're drinking enough water. And I was like, okay. So I had my glass in my office at that time, and I would fill it up every day, like multiple times per day, like a big glass of water. And I think that's, for many, many years, I've been drinking enough water, and that keeps the skin looking healthy.
Well, 80% of our items in the body are made of water.
Yeah.
So it just does make sense.
So skin for that reason, and then also to get anything out of your body that does not belong in there requires water for your organs to do their job. They need water as part of the alchemy of doing that.
When I think of water and its power, I think of the sea, and the oceans, and how much is out of our control, And when the oceans are angry, how powerful they can be. So you just see how powerful water can be from both sides, positively and negatively speaking.
Yeah, it's an incredibly important part of life, and part of.
And we began from water.
And you're talking evolutionarily.
Yeah.
Indeed, something crawled out of the deep and eventually became animals.
Yes.
This is true. Well, so it's a water, yoga, and then de-stressing. The meditation has been more of a recent thing. Like I think my focus earlier on in life was more body focused, maybe even emotionally, dealing with my emotions better. And then now it's more mental emotional. Like the body, I still take care of my body, but it's more mental emotional now. I think.
So to sum it up, guys, for today's show, it's physical activity, whether you choose obviously cardio or muscle training or yoga, or our advice would be that you balance between the three. Touch base a little bit on meditation. It doesn't have to be anything massively, but even if you just three breaths practice per day, that you can stop, and get back yourself into the present moment. Drink minimum 8 glasses of water per day. It
sounds crazy, but 8,
Yeah, well, it's not. For guys, it's actually 3 liters. For women, is 2.
Okay.
Eat the right nutrition. So healthy, whole foods, organic, picked from the garden, picked from the nearest farmer, food full of life that can actually give you more life.
Yes, and zest even for your life.
Oh yeah, they all have zest in it.
Exactly. I want to hear from Alanis Morissette, because she wrote this song called 8 Easy Steps, and it's all about kind of how to improve yourself. Just listen to the lyrics, guys. Listen to the lyrics.
I'm looking forward to this. Actually, I haven't heard it before.
Okay.
Let's go, Alanis.
Cool. Nice. Okay. Okay, so now the only thing that's left, I'm leading the between now and next time? Yeah. Oh. So we shared on Zest for Life Barcelona, Vestagino Health Coach, Vestagino, Matthew, I don't know. There's nowhere else to go.
We'll share the copy of it.
Yeah, of course.
Please. Thank you.
No, it's just, it goes back and forth like, yeah.
It's just, it blows straight into me and it
And
doesn't.
there is this, I showed you that setting, there's a setting,
Yeah,
I
but-
haven't been doing it, swing, it's called swing left and right. That's what we should be doing.
Everything sounds sexual in this studio. Swing.
You're talking about a sex, she's talking about sex swings now?
No, no,
Oh, that's what I was thinking of. oh, like swinging, like, okay. Anyway. Ay, Dios mío. Okay, so, it's so weird to watch this.
I know, after you just
very odd.
replay.
It's a weird thing.
And like, Cedric is just
Oh,
bombarding
mamacita.
me with messages.
Mom, I haven't seen you. I need to see you before I go to New York. I have like 2 weeks left, not even. So I need to see you, okay? And the last song is what? The final song for the show is Your Love, right? I think so.
Your love,
Yeah.
Mark Knight.
We've got 30 seconds left.
You're so particular. You're so particular
About what?
about everything.
Oh yes, I am particular.
Like, why do you even want to know? Talk to
I'll tell
us
you why
about-
after. I'll tell you. There's a reason. There's a reason.
Okay.
I'll tell you. There's a reason. The best. That song is actually about all the ways to not build a great life. And so just listen to that if you want to hear about the opposite of what you get with coaching with Vesna or I. Welcome back to Zest for Life Barcelona.
Welcome back, guys. And by the way, we haven't said for a long time, but you are entitled to free one-to-one consultation
Yes.
if you want to connect either with myself or Matthew, depending what you're more inclined into, whether it's the embodied wisdom coaching or the
Yes.
nutrition, the physical activity.
Yes.
Like. So just so you know that everybody is entitled to receive a one-to-one coaching with us, free consultation to get a bit of a zest for
Do you know what I
life.
just realized? Because on my website, when people sign up for initial consultation, they actually have to pay. They pay a small fee. So I should have. If you are listening to this and you wanting just put hashtag Zest for Life, and then I'll know
Exactly.
you come from the show.
Exactly.
Okay, I just realized that. That's good to know. Okay. Well, now I want to know. So we've got next week. Between now and next week, what are you up to, Vesna Gina?
Between now and next
Yes.
week,
What's coming up?
I might go hiking somewhere this weekend. I need to work and get my stuff organized.
Okay, good.
Just kind of because August is a very strange month, in Barcelona, and everybody's on holiday, and it's actually a good time to reorganize things
Agreed.
and set plans.
Agreed.
What's going to be happening until the end of the year.
I think that's a
And
good,
goals and targets to reach.
for sure.
Yeah.
Got it.
I definitely would like to have some more clients,
Yes.
and that's not just me coming from, a financial
Sure.
perspective. It's, me
To have
coming
that flow.
from flow and passion to help
Yeah.
people, like
You have a lot
passion
of passion.
to spread the knowledge,
Of
willingness to connect with more people and, share what I have, because it's my responsibility to do that.
Absolutely. I'm very clear. Cool.
And
That
yourself?
sounds- So I think the thing I'm most uncertain about but excited is the fact I'll be a guest on DJ Bobby Bastos' show.
That crazy
Yeah,
guy.
he's an amazing guy. So he's going to be on Friday. There's going to be something very interesting. I'll be in this studio, not in this chair, I'll be over there. And we're going to do something that I think you're going to want to see on Facebook Live. I'm not going to tell you, I have to keep it a secret. But it's going to be interesting.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that. And then I'm doing a lot more work with this colleague of mine. We're very close to debuting our co-coaching agreement, like our co-coaching program.
Nice.
That's cool. And then the second edition of my meditation class, the first one was this past Saturday. We had people from England, the States, and Barcelona in attendance and this is a limited number. There's still a few spots left, so if people do want to be in the meditation class, let me know on the website at wellworld.com. I'm going to be leading a meditation class as part of my training as a meditation teacher.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And
Yeah.
this is it.
That's all we have for today.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for your support.
And your ears.
Yes, and we will see you again next Wednesday at 6 p.m. with some new zesty topic as always.
Love you
We
guys.
love you guys.
Bye for now. Bam. Yes. Bye guys. Bye for now.